Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Gentlemen, this is a maximum alert for all info warriors and people that love peace and liberty worldwide. Maximum alert. Alex Jones here, coming to you from my home. I knew this was big 2 days ago when they said they foiled the Iranian plot to blow up the Saudi embassy in D.C. and assassinate people, claiming that it was Mexican drug cartels. I knew that that was a cover for the Fast and Furious subpoenas that they knew were imminent the next day or yesterday. Since then, Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer, who you better believe speaks for some of the better elements of the Pentagon and of the ruling elite of this country, he's reported in part of very important think tanks, heavily involved in trying to kill bin Laden, has blown the whistle on a lot of 9/11 stuff, the Super Congress. When he basically is unleashed to come out and say something, you know it's important. Paul Watson's article is up at Infowars.com. FBI insider, Obama administration likely manufactured dubious terror plot. And Schaefer talked to a high-level FBI agent with clearances who knows that it's not in the system, that there was not a plot. Repeat, not a plot. Then, and again, people think I'm quick. I'm not really quick. A lot of this was hiding in plain view. I knew there'd be some false flag or build-up for war. As the smokescreen for Obama's approval rating plunging, the Fast and Furious coming out, the Democrats calling for him not to run. And I said last week, if they don't start pulling a new war or false flag, Obama will be toast in 1 month. Then I discovered that a member of my family, who's an Army officer, is being sent to Kuwait and was very tight-lipped. And then I made some other calls and confirmed it's a green light attack. Israeli strike on Iran. Repeat, within 2 weeks, T-minus 2 weeks. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen next week. But the main forces and logistics forces for a U.S.-backed strike of the Israelis is building up in Kuwait and surrounding areas right now. This is an absolute mega alert. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it could not be any more hardcore. Then my phone rings 10 times in a row until I jumped off the treadmill this morning and went over and got it. Dr. Steve Pieczenik. And, he basically, we know he's establishment. He's run overthrows of major governments. And we know he represents an element of the Pentagon. And he said, the Pentagon knows there's going to be a strike. The bunker busters have been delivered to Israel. We don't want this. That's why Schaefer's gone public. And he basically put his cards on the table as if any of us needed him to. And just said, well, he's coming on later. We'll see what he says. The point is, he's been talking to a lot of people in current government intelligence and the Pentagon, and he said it's on. The government, again, I would add, could stage terror attacks now and blame it on Iran. It is on. It is on. It is on. They could go with a new war, stage terror attacks, mass arrest, internet kill switches. They are testing the waters right now to completely drop the hammer on us. This is a mega red alert, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Mike Adams was going to be here today with like 4 guests on a host of key issues and doing the nightly news tonight. I was going to be back tomorrow live via Skype, spending some time with my family, and Aaron Dykes doing the nightly news. But quite frankly, now I made, with a great technology, I can broadcast from anywhere. But this is a maximum alert. I know we're going to break here, but just briefly taking us to break, Mike Adams, what do you think of this information?
Well, Alex, what an extraordinary day in human history. As you mentioned, this issue is exploding. The drapes are off. The cover stories are exploding in their faces right now. It's very clear, Alex, that Fast and Furious is what probably led them to have the motivation to start to drum up these other plots, to distract people. It's that sleight of mind or sleight of hand tactic that they always use. And we're going to be covering that more here on the Alex Jones Show with Alex himself, with Paul Joseph Watson, and with Dr. Steve Pieczenik when we return. So stay with us right here. We'll be right back after this break.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
You can bet your life on eFoods Direct. Alex has told you about the amazing, great-tasting, long-term storable food from eFoods Direct and how a food savings account is your best insurance against natural disasters, job loss, and high food costs. But did you know that this dehydrated food also protects you against foodborne contaminants like E. coli and salmonella? Those poisonous critters can't live in low-moisture food from eFoods Direct. Ask for the Alex Fall Special. The Fall Special is a 24-day supply of food in a convenient portable container. A $259 value for only $199. Save $60 on 160 servings of the best food on the planet. Call 800-409-5633 and ask for the Alex Fall Special and go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Call 24 hours, 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex. You can bet your life on eFoods Direct.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It is the 13th day of October, 2011. We're going to be live here for the next 3 hours. And yes, I'm not in studio. I'm on telephone. I was planning to take a few days off with my children, but broadcast via Skype with a lot of important guests coming up on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, before returning to the studio. And Mike Adams was going to be sitting in today and will be sitting in studio for InfoWars radio show /TV, InfoWars Live as we call it, and then coming back tonight with InfoWars Nightly News, his maiden hosting of that. Aaron Dykes is doing the Nightly News, 7 p.m. Tomorrow, and we appreciate the great work he's doing. Ladies and gentlemen, for 2 days, people have asked me what I think about the now confirmed, manufactured, fake Iran Saudi embassy attack story. And a lot of things were staring me, right in the face, but I wanted to be deliberative on this, so I want to give you the announcement right now. This is the most important and, quite frankly, most ominous radio show I have done since July 25th, 2011, when I said the government was going to blow up the World Trade Center and blame it on their asset, Osama bin Laden, and launch wars. I could see the preconditioning. I didn't have all the sources I have now. I have 2 military sources known to me, 2 military sources. Then separately, I have a family military source who wouldn't give me details, but that's how I went and found out more. I have Dr. Steve Pieczenik, I have Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer of U.S. Army, and more to tell you what I'm telling you now. Now, I'm going to give you the complete skinny right now. We're going to go to a clip. Again, Mike Adams is waiting in the wings here. It's very simple. The federal government was induced in the last 3 years under Fast and Furious to ship tens of thousands of firearms into Mexico. Cocaine was then shipped back into the United States under ATF, FBI, DEA, Coast Guard, Border Patrol, and several other agencies' authorization. Foreign intelligence agencies, including Israel, but also elements of our own intelligence agencies in the Pentagon, there's different camps, then began to leak that information so they could then blackmail domestic agencies and domestic leaders of agencies to go along with the police state takeover of the United States. To make sure that that happened, they needed outside war and to tie it into the cartels. That's what was done 2 days ago, as they knew that within less than 24 hours, Congressman Issa's subpoenas to the admitted liar, Attorney General John P. Holdren, were going out. Connecting it to Mexican cartels again. Oh, now look, Obama is fighting the Mexican cartels that he's really shipping guns to. Several weeks ago, as you know, a second shipment of bunker buster missiles were delivered to Israel. We had Ray McGovern on last week, former top CIA analyst to Ronald Reagan and George Bush Sr., saying from his sources, this is the greatest green light ever for an Iran attack. Remember, Fox Fallon 4 years ago, the head of CENTCOM had to resign, refused to attack Iran with the fake PT boat thing that Cheney wanted to do, having fake PT boats attack our destroyers. Right now, they have 100% green-lighted a giant bombardment on Iran within the next 2 weeks. Israel could launch an attack tomorrow or any time in the next 2 weeks. U.S. military logistics forces, fighter bomber pilots, helicopter pilots, ships, you name it, are all massing in and around the Persian Gulf. I have family who has just been deployed yesterday to Kuwait, 20-plus years in the military, has been put into logistics, readying helicopters for the Gulf. It is on. The military does not want this. Repeat, the military does not want this. Elements in the Pentagon that are good have loosed Colonel Schaefer, who, of course, blew the whistle on Able Danger and other ops, who, of course, blew the whistle that the Pentagon is upset about the Super Congress and a move towards Obama trying to become a dictator. So the white hats in the Pentagon have now gone public, and here's the headline: FBI insider, Obama administration likely manufactured dubious terror plot. This is from yesterday. It's up at Infowars.com. This article needs to get out to everybody by Paul Joseph Watson. I cannot stress to you enough that it's not just a distraction from Fast and Furious with people saying Obama needs to step down, Democrats saying don't run again, his approval rating in free fall. That's the intelligence agencies globally and the private corporations and others positioning Obama for destruction if he doesn't do what he's told. That's getting all the agencies, 8 of them, caught red-handed. They had to do it system-wide in every major city, getting FBI, ATF, DEA, and others involved shipping the guns so that even mid-level managers are now facing prison. Now they're being told, go along with martial law. My phone rang 8 or 10 times this morning. Ring, ring, ring. Pieczenik never does that. And he basically just put his cards on the table. He goes, I work with a lot of agencies. Yeah, he wrote the handbook on black ops. He goes, the good guys in the Pentagon don't want this, just like Schaefer. He goes, I want you to know you serve your country. A lot of people appreciate it. You need to know the government's not all bad. The Pentagon doesn't want this attack. I mean, he was just right there, not even mincing words, as if we needed to know Pieczenik, is still involved in black ops. Give me a break. The point is he said they're getting ready to totally drop the hammer. It could lead into martial law, you name it. I cannot stress to you, we've got to stop this war. This is the key. If they're able to sell this bogus baloney that Iran tried to assassinate Saudis here, as Schaefer said, it's total bull. He's gone to the FBI, high level. They searched the computers.